And your podcast is so stupid. I hate it.
At night,
I hate it.
Sunil Patel,
I hate you.
Huge Davies.
And I hate you.
You are now entering Slam Country.
Well, I'm recording now.
Oh, great, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Great. Just because basically we packed down the studio and for some reason between the two podcasts we've separated the mics and all the mic cables. So one podcast has all the cables and one podcast, this one, has all the mics. We managed to scavenge 2 XLR cables, but Sunil's having to record into his computer with his
I'm
nice
on my
microphone.
own. I'm rolling sucker free over here on my own.
Yeah.
Just called you both suckers.
Yeah, oh, I can't hear you in my headphones, that's the problem.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. You're right, either.
I think one ear out the headphone.
We managed to just get worse and worse at making this podcast.
No, this is ingenuity, what we're doing right now.
We can see each other for the first time, and I think
This is the first time since the episode we recorded at Hugh's kitchen table in his old flat that we can see each other.
Yeah,
I can't really see you.
yeah. I'm
You got
sitting
new
next to you.
glasses?
No, these are the same ones as ever.
No,
Yeah,
you
they
went
were
to
nice.
the optometrist recently, remember? You told me.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
So
Yeah.
they're newish.
they're newish. They're about a month old. Yeah,
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I've seen
yeah.
you 4
That-
times since then.
Absolutely.
I haven't seen you there.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
he just said we
Zoom.
haven't been facing each other. How is he supposed to know that you got new glasses?
Well,
They're nice, yeah.
there's times before and after the podcast in which we do talk to each other. I mean, sometimes it's up to an hour.
No.
No.
Have you noticed anything
I'm
about
checked
my
out.
glasses?
Are
They're new.
they?
Yeah.
What were they before? Were they what different colour?
I got the same shape in a different colour. Yeah, you're right.
Were they sort of browner?
No, they're black. These are black.
No, the
The
other
other one's
one's
brown.
browner.
Oh, no,
Fuck me,
yeah,
alright.
they're tortoise shell. Yeah,
This is
yeah,
this is Slime Country, by the way. Slime Country
Shout out.
podcast.
To everyone listening to Slime Country.
Also, I want to shout out.
Shout out our own podcast.
I also want to shout out Zubair, who I was on the way to a gig yesterday, and he said, "I'm a Slimer," and hugged me.
Shout out
Shout
He
out
said,
Zubair.
"He said thanks for bringing it back. I
Real
appreciate
name?
it. I'm listening." Yeah, that's what he said it was. He was actually quite. He looked put together.
Oh.
You know, it's quite odd.
This is like that. It's like that. They love it that we're back. They're so grateful. It's like when Napoleon comes back, and he says to all his boys, he puts his hands up and he says, "Are you going to shoot me?" And they go, "Vive l'Empereur," and they
Yeah.
welcome him back in. That's what's happened to us.
Okay. Did you watch the new movie?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
what
talking
was it
about
like?
that bit in the movie. It's good.
Is he fucking a lot in the movie?
Not as much as he'd
no.
like to be.
Yeah.
What the spirit of him? When the spirit watches the film, you think the spirit will say, "I wish I was fucking more."
No, I think Napoleon in the movie is like so desperate to have sex with Josephine, but she's having sex with other people.
Oh,
Yeah, he
is
wasn't
Oh,
ashamed.
is he cuckolded in the movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and in real
Yeah.
life.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah. It's what drove him to take over all that territory.
If you were cuckolded, what would it drive you to do?
Take over Middle East.
Kill myself.
I think you'd be great for it.
Take over the Middle
I've
East.
put your name
yeah.
forward many times.
What, to take over Middle East?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd do it.
Do you,
Yeah.
would you
Need
do an Italian campaign? Would you completely destroy the Holy Roman Empire? Like
when
he
did they do that? What year did they do
Napoleon did that.
that? Huh?
Napoleon did that.
Napoleon. Right. No,
yeah,
I
Napoleon.
do.
Napoleon like completely fucked up the Holy Roman Empire and
Did you manage to find a way
Italy.
past those shields?
the
tortoise formation.
what was it called?
The tortoise formation
The
is...
not Tortuga, because that's from
That's,
Pirates of the
that's
Caribbean.
Roman times, isn't it?
No,
the
he took apart Tortuga as well.
It's called the Tort something.
Tortellinis.
But that's not Holy Roman Empire, is it?
Tortu-
That's Roman Empire.
Testudo formation.
For me, it's all the same. In my
Testudo.
head, I'd like to see Napoleon take on a nice Roman, you know.
Have you seen that new game where you've got a gun and
Oh, yeah,
a
I've
tank
I've
and you're
seen
taking
this.
over medieval
Yeah.
times?
you're just on a quad bike with a machine gun, and
Awesome.
you're
Taking
just
down knights.
That's
yeah,
brilliant.
You're just in a big. They're all against you, and you're just shooting them all.
Sorry for whispering fuck into the microphone just now, by the way. I could hear in the headphones. I understand what you guys mean by heavy breathing into the mic.
Yeah,
Wow, finally.
it's weird that you didn't apologise for just the solitary fuck in the middle of one of us talking. You apologised for the sound of the
That wasn't
fuck,
the-
but not the actual fuck.
I wasn't saying fuck to that. I was going fuck because I realised how heavy I was breathing.
Did I tell you when I was when I was editing my sitcom? I won't reveal who this is, but I was editing it, and it was like it was like we just cut, and it was carry on filming, and there was someone in this show, and they just they thought they'd forgotten they were on microphone. They just went, "Fuck this fucking shit."
Oh,
It was
mouth
so
it,
good.
mouth
Was
it.
it,
Just
was
roll
it
it
someone
off.
in this room?
That's fucking, what the fuck am I fucking shit? It's fucking bull fucking shit. It's so good.
Wait, who mouth it to us?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you could hear that on the mic.
Well, obviously edit it out
Okay,
then.
fine. 5
Can you,
minutes.
Hugh,
Edit
can
that
you
out.
put my left ear? It's falling off my head. My headphones.
Yeah.
Thank you, mate.
You've got a hand free. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I can't reach around there
Is that
because
good?
then it will knock the whole thing off.
Is it good?
John, like that. That'll do.
No, but then you can't hear us again.
I can hear.
What am I saying right now?
You're saying what am I saying right now?
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, nice
You
one.
smashed that. I'll catch you out again though. I'll say something really interesting and then I'll ask you about what I've just said.
Yeah, but I zone out a lot on this podcast.
That's really funny to hear someone in your sitcom go, "Fuck's sake, this
Yeah,
is fucking
it was
bullshit."
brilliant.
Furious at themselves for coming down for the day to do
Absolutely
it.
devastated. Yeah.
Awesome.
It was cold though. To be fair, it was cold.
It was cold, but it's not like
No budget for coffee.
at least you're not.
No budget for coffee,
Yeah,
and lunch was 1 potato.
Yeah, the creator is editing it.
yeah, it's bad, isn't it?
Yeah,
I had to give up my fee for a camera.
that's terrible.
Yeah,
Oh my god!
yeah.
For
That's
one
awful.
What?
We needed another camera.
Oh,
And they said
right.
we've run out of money. I said I'll take that off my fee.
Jesus Christ, the state of like making comedies in this country is so bad.
But that should be a
It's so
story
bad.
that should have a happy ending, and it was like, yeah, we made it. It turned out to be like the biggest sitcom ever.
It doesn't. They made it. They uploaded it at the wrong time and didn't recommission it. It's a horror story.
And gave it
It's
sort
a-
of titles like clickbaity ones. Didn't
It's
it?
really fun. Like it's an immensely funny show, and it should have been
Yeah.
recommissioned or given a longer format, but it
Well,
wasn't.
I think most stories are like that, but you just don't
Yeah,
hear
you
about
don't
them.
hear it.
It's like I
Yeah.
saw
Yeah.
Breaking Bad guy. What's his name? The Breaking
Brian
Bad.
Cranston.
Yeah, Brian Cranston was doing an interview, and he was
Yeah.
just saying, no matter how hard it gets, you just got to keep going. I was like, well, you would say that, wouldn't you?
Because it went well for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kept going, and
for
it
the,
went
for the
good.
99% of people that also is applied to for the past 100 years,
Yeah.
most people are just still working in cafes and
Yeah.
crying into their muesli every single day.
Yeah.
John Hamm as well. He was one of them, wasn't he? Just like going
I hate
nowhere.
when they do that.
Yeah, but even
stuff.
John Hamm is like,
Yeah, you can't.
but
hold
but
on.
he should be in more stuff. You know, he's like definitely a leading man,
Ye-
and he's basically the only thing he's done since Mad Men is be in Bridesmaids for a bit.
Yeah,
It's
wi-
quite.
It's weird because it's like I think you have to take a less high reward industry as an example. So like comedy's a really good example because the three of us are probably in the top 0.1% of success like comedians have ever had in this country historically.
Yeah,
out of
and-
everyone who's ever tried doing it.
Out of
Yeah.
everyone who's ever tried doing comedy,
Yeah.
the three of us are probably in the top 0.1% success-wise, and I'm the poorest cunt who's ever lived. Like I feel
Yeah.
awful about my position
But
on a daily
you're
basis.
10 times richer than the poorest cunt that ever did it.
Yeah, but that makes me still earn less than the average wage.
It's Pareto principle, isn't it? Which also scales. So top 20% take 80% of the money,
Yeah.
but the top 20% of that 20% take 80% of what that 20% earn, and it keeps scaling up.
Yeah.
So like the very top are taking absolutely fucking everything.
Oh yeah, it's if you I think I read something the other day. Didn't fact check it, so don't at me. But something like if you remove the top 10 earners
Yeah.
from the US, it
We're
decreases the average wage by like $15,000. If you just remove the top 10 richest people in the
Wow.
US, the average
Yeah.
yearly income decreases by like $10,000-$15,000.
Oh, well, don't remove him then.
I simply
That's
must
crazy.
tell Father later about this. He's one of them.
Is he?
Yeah, he's one of the top.
Has he invented anything recently?
He recently told me about an invention which was a bike, but he wants to put a shopping trolley in the front of it. And I was like, so what? You take that into the... So do you detach it into the soup? He says no.
Ride
it's
it
all
in.
ride. You ride into the supermarket in it. And then I was like, so you're running around it. How fast are you going? Even if the shop is empty, let's say you're going at 3 a.m. in the morning, it's as to 24 hour. How are you knocking things into the cart? And I was like, is there a stick that you're like pushing
That's
things
in
into?
front of you, yeah.
He refused to engage with the conversation. He
Well, you need
just
to
said,
redesign the whole supermarket then. You need to redesign the whole shopping.
what do you mean?
Like you need wider aisles.
Yeah, exactly.
Wider, I think you can get a bike with a trolley attached to it because the trolley can get down there. So a bike.
Some
you
sort
try
of
turning.
fucking-
You try turning, doing those turns with a bike trolley.
You try doing a left turn.
we just have to go for a steep. You know, you have to go for a wide.
It's like when a
corner.
massive Eddie Stobart has to go down country lanes. It's not
Yeah.
happening.
and everyone's got to wave to each other as well.
I think, yeah, exactly. I think we should get rid of shopping trolleys, and we should bring in those little red pull carts that American children have in like Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh, yeah.
And Dennis the Menace. You know, like when children have like a little red cart that they pull along. We should just have that.
Yeah. A little trunky.
For everything.
Yeah.
I'd actually love to put my keyboard on that thing.
Do you ever go
Great.
to supermarket?
What do you mean?
Like big one, because you don't have big one near you, do you? What do you mean? What do you fucking mean?
I thought you ever asked me if I've gone to a supermarket ever.
I
thought that
can't
was the
imagine you
question.
like wandering around a supermarket.
What do
doing
you
a big
mean?
shop.
Ed, me and Ed, it was our favourite pastime.
We used to
Big
go to the
shops.
supermarket all the time.
We used to go meet up at what, 2 a.m. in the morning?
Big supermarket.
Which supermarket?
Is Asda near you, wasn't it? Big Asda?
Big Tesco.
Big
in Stratton.
Tesco, yeah. 24-hour Tesco.
Can I tell you a fun fact about that big Tesco?
Yep.
Don't know if I told this on the
Sorry,
podcast before.
it sounds like it's fun because you laugh there.
No, it's actually like thinking about. You know, when you're about to tell a funny story, and then you go, actually, this story's really fucked up and sad.
Oh, yeah.
And then, but you've already said you're going to tell it and laughed, so I've got to tell it.
Yeah, okay.
One Christmas Eve, I was.
It's already sad to start with.
It was Christmas Eve, baby, in the Tesco.
Did leave it at that.
me and some friends from school were out drinking in Clapham, and got extremely hammered and fucked up. And this was when I was on a tablet prescription that didn't mix well with alcohol, so I got like really fucked up. And my friend,
Was it Viagra?
my friend, it might have been the
Hard
day-
on in Asda.
It might have been 23rd of December, but anyway, my friend put me in a cab and said to the driver, there's a big Tesco on the way back to his house. He's going to want to get out and go shopping in it and like look for stuff, and don't let him. You're not allowed to. Don't let him get out of the big Tesco. He wants to get out of the big Tesco. Don't let him. Anyway, I woke up on the street outside the big Tesco.
Yeah.
My friend's little brother, who lives around the corner from my house, Dylan, who you met,
Yeah. Shout out Dylan.
Shout out Dylan, like prodding me awake. I got out on Christmas Eve, fallen asleep, like curled up on the street outside the big Tesco.
So
To
that's
sleep.
Didn't even make it in.
Didn't even make it in. He was prodding me, going, like going my way. So woke up and walked home with him.
on Christmas Day you turn up to your house after you'd slept outside a 24-hour
I
supermarket.
think it might have been December the 23rd, but no, doesn't make it any better.
yeah. Okay, cool. That is pretty sad, isn't
Curled
it?
up on honestly, thinking back, like the amount of
So you didn't even make it in.
dangerous situations I've put myself in for no reason is almost unbelievable.
Did you have any clues on you, like in The Hangover? Like you look in your pocket and it's an empty pepperoni packet or something?
No, it was that kind of also was good because it was. I think it was young enough that I probably wasn't getting proper hangovers yet, so
Okay.
it didn't really discourage that sort of reckless, like not looking after myself because I didn't really feel any after effects. Nowadays, I have 3 fucking pints and I feel awful for a week.
What a strange situation for that Uber driver to be in. You know when someone gets in your Uber and they're really drunk and then the friend comes in and whispers something, you're
Yeah.
like, okay, what's this going to be? And it's like, don't let him into the supermarket. What must you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
It's not his job to not let you in anywhere.
Yeah.
I've just remembered another situation like
Yeah.
that.
Oh, I thought. Sorry, Ed. I thought that was like.
One of those falling off the wall.
Yeah, it
was
was.
me playing
It was
with
you
Velcro.
playing with Velcro.
on the
I've just
podcast.
thought-
That's good. That's good to play with Velcro on a podcast. But I can hear it from across the room. Wow.
I've just thought.
How uneasy for the listener to be hearing to something Velcro slowly unpeeling.
I've just thought of another story like that. Do you want to hear it?
Well, yeah, obviously, yeah.
I was at a party with another comedian who will remain nameless because they're party to this story as well. But they're a good friend of ours, and we all love them very much. And I'll mouth their name to you now
How about you just say it and then edit it out? How about that?
because that increases my workload by
Okay.
that.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
say again.
Spell it with your.
Okay, I see.
I didn't
Yeah.
get it the second time. I got the foot.
How you
What's
mu-
wrong? But you know who it is. And this is awful audio. Let me get the Velcro out again to distract
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So me and him were at another comedian's birthday party, and we went for a few pints beforehand because we hadn't really seen each other for a while, and we got turned up to the party together. We didn't really know anyone else there, as well as we knew each other. So we stood in the garden together, getting like drunker and drunker, so fucked up, and like getting introduced, just literally stood in the corner of the garden, the two of us, for like 6 hours. At one point, someone came over and was introduced to us and was like, "Oh, who are you guys?" And like they walked away because we kept just being like, "This guy's the fucking best guy in the world." We like took 10 minutes to say either of our names, just walked away, talking all sorts of shit. Anyway, but we sort of seemed like not like harmless, kind of funny, jolly drunks. We were like fairly composed on the outside, and we both decided to leave at the same time very politely, and we said our goodbyes and shook everyone's hands. Literally as soon as the door closed behind us, we both started projectile vomiting all over outside this other comedian's house. I got in a cab, and I've got to stress to the audience that I'm not normally like, this isn't a regular occurrence for me. These are just like a couple of these stand out because they're so rare. But I got in my cab home, literally 30 feet from my front door. I said to the cab driver, "Just you stop here, mate." Opened the door, took off my hat, and was sick into my hat.
Oh my god!
Because I thought I needed someone to be sick. I didn't want to get any of it in the cab, so I threw up in my own hat.
Because I've been at a couple of New Year's with you, and both of them you've had a bit of a sickie at, haven't you?
No, wait, which one?
The one in Helen's old house.
The one in Helen's the old house.
You had sickie on yourself, and Neil had to clean.
Was that the one with the balcony in Dulwich?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only one where I've been sicky.
Oh, was it? Did you not have another one down in the other house?
Not the one in like between Oval and Camberwell.
Yeah, was that not one where?
I wasn't sicky at that one.
Oh, that was Neil.
No, someone else whited that one.
Yeah.
I only sicky one time when I was like 21, 22.
That was whiskey sicky.
The whiskey sicky, but the second time I was quite good.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to, but I did massively overstay my welcome. Like I was there till like 6 o'clock in the morning watching movies on the couch.
Yeah, I've got a photo of you about 4 a.m. just starting a film.
Yeah.
Well,
I did overstay my welcome,
just...
but I wasn't. I was like well composed. I wasn't drunk.
I'm so bad at, and I used to host a lot of house parties when in my early 20s, and I'm so bad at kicking people out of my house. I just sort of thought that it was sort
You shouldn't really have to.
Yeah, but some one time I was like, it was getting to about 7 in the morning, really tired at this point. There's one guy in my flat, never met him before. He's playing FIFA, and I say to him, "Hey man, like I'm just winding down, like I'd like to go to bed." And he says, "But I've started a career mode. I've just gone to just wait until I get to the January transfer period."
How long?
And I was like, "Fucking hell, what do you mean?"
How long will that take on the game?
He was about 3 games away from the January transfer period, so I let him do that, and then afterwards
like
he bought
an
some.
hour?
Yeah, bought players, and he was like, "Well, I do kind of want to play with because I've just got the transfers in." And I was like, "Come on, man! Like, how many games do you want?" He's like, "I've just bought." He was like, "I think I just bought David Silva," and I was like, "Yeah." Well, firstly, why would you buy that player? It's not even. That's just a bad player to buy. You're not going to feel any different. He's a technical player. You're not even picked a fast player, and it's ridiculous. And then he didn't leave for like another hour after that. And I was watching this man just play FIFA in my flat. I'm so tired. I've actually got a story about the person you were talking about that I told. Did I tell you? I told you about this when we went to the bookshop.
No,
I did. I was at a house party with the same person you were talking about, and the person's whose house party was their mum.
Oh yeah. Sorry, yeah. You did tell me this. This is awesome.
Their mum was there, and she was absolutely slathered.
Absolutely fucked up.
It was insane, and it was only me and a few other people left over at this thing. It was one of those things where you sort of been like, I think I should have probably gone home. I live quite far away from this person. Anyway, she slathered and she asked our friend who will remain nameless. She goes, "What do you think I do for a living?" I'll give you 3 guesses. And our friend goes, "Oh, all right. The arts?" She goes, No. He goes, "Okay. Finance?" She goes, "No, that's not finance." He goes, are you a lawyer?" She goes, "No, that's 3 guesses. You got it right. I'm actually I'm a doctor." But I think you didn't guess doctor because you don't think women can be doctors.
I was there.
You were there.
I remember that. You remember that?
Yeah. I forgot he was there. Oh my god!
Yeah.
And then to watch this person, and we won't reveal who this is.
Squirm.
But there's I think if you're listening to this and you're a fan of the podcast, you might be able to guess who it is. But just think about this person trying to wheedle their way out of this
The
situation.
worst, the most
Could you
loveliest
imagine?
little worst person for that to happen.
Yeah.
Loveliest little boy.
It was absolutely incredible.
It's absolutely
It was
brilliant.
so
That's genius.
funny. I love that it was what was it? The arts, and then the lawyer, and then
finance.
finance, and then
All things to be proud of.
It's
All
crazy
things
because
to be proud of.
stuff
Really
like that
different-
stuff like that just doesn't happen to Alpha Chads.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That shit
Yeah.
just doesn't happen to
And there were
people
two
like you
Alpha
and me.
Chads sitting there. There was me and Sunil sitting there, and guess who didn't happen to me and Sunil?
Alpha Chads make sure they don't speak to parents.
Yeah,
You don't
Don't want those bad vibes.
talk to cops, don't talk to doctors,
Don't talk to friends' parents.
don't talk to friends' parents.
Keep your mouth shut.
Keep your
Even
mouth
if
shut,
you're in
most
their
things.
house, keep your fucking mouth shut.
yeah.
Keep your fucking mouth shut.
I used to host a lot of parties. I had a party for my goldfish.
Why don't you
and
host
it
a
died
party?
After, it died the day after that party.
Why don't we have a party?
Devastating.
Why don't we have a big
We're
party?
not having a party here.
You've had a party here before.
Yeah, New
I've
Year's.
been-
That's
yeah.
the
I've
only
been to a
party we
party
have here. And you wouldn't believe how much cleaning I have to do the next day.
Yeah.
There's not that much. We don't fuck it up, do we?
No, but it's a full spring clean the next day.
That's fine then.
We gotta do
Yeah.
it anyway, I guess, yeah.
I love to clean. I love to clean the house. I do. When I used to have a flat. R.I.P. I used to clean the flat every single day.
R.I.P. Hughes flat.
R.I.P. my flat.
When
We haven't talked about this. I've moved, haven't I?
You've moved.
Yeah.
You know what?
We need to
I live-
start looking at flats.
Yeah, I used to live at 41 Newlands Quay. I'm doxing that now because there was a lot of we filmed a lot of episodes there. There was a lot of hoofing stuff off the balcony. There was a lot of sort of
Smoking and sniffing stuff going on in there
a
before
lot of photos
episodes.
on the balcony.
A lot of
but you can
huffing, a
go
lot
check
of throwing,
it
a lot of chucking.
out. There's a blue plaque out on the balcony now.
Is there?
Yeah.
What's it say?
It says that this flat is being demolished. This flat is being demolished due to some of the substances found within the floorboards, due
Yeah.
to some of the electronic history of this flat.
I feel
that's
like-
being
Shall I look up
demolished.
to
I
see
feel
how much
like-
your flat's on for sale at?
I know how much is for sale at, and we can't afford it.
I feel like we're all at pretty low points at the moment.
No, we're not at low points at all. Fucking whoa,
hell.
Ed. My
You're at a low point,
goodness.
Ed. You all right?
Yeah, I think I mean that's what they say. It's the hero's journey, isn't it? That's what you have to tell yourself.
Yeah, but this is the sort of start of the film. Imagine what you'll be like at the end of the film. You'll triumph. You'll be standing on a hill or something, I imagine.
I don't know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Have you seen a film before?
yeah, once or twice.
Yeah. They often start a bit sort of, oh no, and then at the end they're like, oh yeah, actually,
Bro,
Do you
that's
know
your
what I mean?
flatty.
Yeah,
But the other way round.
yeah, it's my flatty.
Different configuration.
Yeah.
Or is that's actually your flatty?
No, that's a different flatty.
But it's
that's
backwards.
could you imagine that's what it would look like?
Oh, it's the
If-
other end.
Yeah.
That's the
other
one that
end.
got fireworks shot at it.
Yeah.
That's
The
a
one
lot of
that got-
money, actually, for flatty.
How much is that?
£549,000.
It was so depressing. The guy was valuing my house, and he came around and he was like, you know what? They shouldn't be selling this place. They shouldn't be saying it's the wrong time to sell. They're gonna have to like knock 40 grand off this place, and you know it's gonna be really tough to sell it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. And he went, yeah, but you like the flat, don't you? I said, yeah, I do like the flat.
Yeah.
And he goes, you know what? You should go in for it as well, because it's like there wouldn't be any fees for us because of you know the landlords already, so you can just do it through them. All your stuff is here. This is a
Yeah.
great deal, you know. You want to buy it, and I was like, oh yeah, and he was like, it's only £550,000. I went, yeah,
Right.
my people will speak to your people.
yeah. They'll send you a death threat.
Yeah.
Scrawled in
Yeah.
shit on a postcard.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Unbelievable. He
Jesus.
said that was a steal. I was like, I looked up how much I'd have to earn. I'd have to earn £100,000 minimum a year
to afford that mortgage.
to afford the mortgage.
Right. Well,
pretty
that's
cool.
brilliant. Brilliant then.
So if you could join the Patreon, there's so many great
Yeah, if you
bonus
could join the
episodes on
Patreon, how many patrons would we need to earn £100,000 a year each?
there. Three more patrons.
we need
so
100,000
if
patrons.
everyone here,
We're only, I'll tell you what, I've checked the numbers. We're only, I'd say, roughly 99,820 patrons off.
yeah,
Is it?
From,
Wow.
from
I think if
making
every one of our
10,000,
patrons went out there and
100,000.
recruited 10 more people,
it's a good thing
and
Slimers.
they then went out and got 10 more people themselves,
Yeah.
eventually we get there.
It's a good thing Slimers can't do maths
Yeah.
to figure
Yeah.
out how much.
That's a bad thing they can't do
Yeah,
that
yeah.
because they're like,
Yeah.
wow, 3 patrons. They must be millionaires by now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, no.
yeah.
No.
We just also want to talk about Helen.
I think it'd
What
be
happened?
alright if I just messaged James Acaster asking for some money.
He probably gets that a fair amount.
Don't do that, man.
like I'm persuasive.
There's so much James Acaster fan fiction that when I was looking for fan fiction today, I typed in a completely different thing
When it came up,
and it came up. There's like every time I search it, I say 1 in 3 searches, there's a James Acaster
heartbreaking.
fan fiction.
Said it before and I'll say it again. If you're doing that, you should be locked up by the state.
Yeah.
You should be in the what they call like a sanatorium. You should be what do they send like Victorians like an insane asylum?
Do you mean
Yeah.
lobotomy? Kind
You
of
should have a lobotomy.
suck your brain out with a big stick or something.
Yeah, you should get your brain scooped out.
Yeah.
If you I'm not going to say what I was going to say because I'd just end up fucking cutting it out anyway.
Yeah.
We were saying it for us.
No, because he doesn't want to do that. Look at him. Look at this
I
body.
don't want to do
look at his
it.
body posture.
We're on a clock today as well.
Yeah.
What's should we do a little reading?
No, that's for the bonus, isn't
That's
it?
for
lads?
that's for
Okay,
that's
now,
for
yeah,
that's
of
for
course,
that's for
what we're talking
bonus.
That's for the bonus. Well,
I didn't realise you were a fan of this film, Sunil. I've just glanced Sunil's background of his.
You shouldn't look at my laptop, man.
Well, I'm looking at it right now.
we shouldn't let him play with his laptop while we're recording.
I'm not,
He'll get
I'm
distracted.
genuinely
He's
not.
playing Zoo Tycoon.
Is he?
There's Adam Sandler on the
Yeah.
background. Explain this.
It's a still from Uncut Gems.
You like Uncut Gems, do you?
I think it's a good film.
But enough to put it as the background of a computer screen.
I put it up there as a joke, just
Did you?
joking around with
Yeah.
myself.
Who's the joke for?
Joke, is it?
Just having a laugh at that joke myself.
Yeah. It's you're laughing now, aren't you? You're
It's
finding it funny even to
It's
even
funny
to this
because it
bit.
says, let's fucking bet on this, let's bet on this shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, I put that up there.
Yeah.
Is that for your crypto to
That's
inspire
my
you
crypto
for crypto?
vibe. Yeah, that's I just like this
Crypto
gambling,
inspiration, yeah?
dirty old gambler.
You see that Adam Sandler turned up at Comedians Basketball?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fucking mad.
awesome.
That's so weird, man. Apparently he was fucking up. Fucking up too. Yeah, he was
Was he
really
good?
annoying.
Is he good?
No. But you can't say that to Adam Sandler. You
He's
can't
got like
just be
20
like,
years more experience at the game than those guys.
hey, but he's an old man now.
I guess he's
Yeah.
You know, no one's going to say to Adam Sandler who turns up to your basketball game, no comedian's going to be like, can you not play?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But he's fucking up.
My big dream, you know that comedians charity football match they did with Alex and Acaster and all that.
Yeah.
That everyone went mental about online.
Your dream is to go there with a big gun.
No, my dream is to go there and like take it extremely seriously and really launch in these whipping these pingers and fucking Maradona. You know,
Yeah.
I'd be like Maradona. I'd be untouchable.
What, you just be smashing the ball in with your hand?
Yeah.
Taking cocaine on the touchline.
Having a heart attack, a premature heart attack on the touchline.
I'd love it if you got on the pitch and you were
Crying.
like chain smoking and then
Hugely fat, sweating, crying on TV while
Yeah.
it's going on.
you keel over and die
Yeah.
10 minutes in. I'd
I
love
love
that.
that, man. I put the kilo and
I'd
kilo
stretch
over.
it. Me and Sunil will come in a little golf buggy and stretch you. Shove you onto that. Push you over, put you straight on the tyre.
What was their
pile.
team called again?
Which one?
That football team?
Argentina.
No. Barcelona.
Barcelona.
No, the comedians football team. What do they call it?
Do you mean the one people go to pay to see in a stadium? Or
The charity one that they had.
I don't know what that's called. I don't even know what that is.
Egg United.
Egg United. Is that? Oh, is it? Oh, I think I know what this is. This is chicken and egg.
Yeah.
This is chicken and egg United, isn't it?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Chicken and what is the other team called? Chicken.
I imagine so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Who's in the other team then?
Some comedy geniuses. I'll tell you that much.
Ron,
Oh, so there's two teams of comedians.
To name it like that.
Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy.
He's in there.
Yeah, he's in there.
What's Ron Jeremy up to?
Ron Jeremy's in there.
Big Bird.
So Ron Jeremy's flown over for a British charity football match.
Yeah, British comedians charity football match. Ron Jeremy's doing it.
Has he got OnlyFans, Ron? He must do. He must be like, making a killing on there.
Who else is
I
on it?
can't find out.
You probably
you
can,
can
man.
do
There's
it.
a laptop
There's
right
no
there.
internet.
No, just go
There's
on
no
there.
internet on it.
Johnny-
All you've got is the picture of Adam Sandler.
Johnny Sins, he's on the team.
Johnny Sins and Ron Jeremy.
Johnny Sins is on the team. Yeah, he's also my girlfriend's yoga instructor.
Ron Jeremy is big centre defensive midfielder vibes.
He's like a gladiatorial defender. You
Oh,
know,
right, yeah.
gladiatorial centre back. He'll knock people over. He'll go through. He's a shit house.
Yeah. Think we should do OnlyFans?
No.
So
do you
quickly,
mean?
no.
Why not?
Don't, 'cause, well, if you can do it with just feet, do it.
Well, I think there's lots of people interested in our feet as
There's
it is.
one man interested. And we don't have his money, he's gone.
How rich is that one man, though?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Because we know that some people are rich.
He
And
could
they'll
be
do
one of the
rich
top
things for
10 people.
I wonder
they'll do rich things for sexual gratification.
He's so rich, he's on our YouTube just
when
commenting.
I did that gig that was a nudist gig in the nudist festival.
Did you have to be nude for that?
No, they said that
Thank
you.
fuck for that.
They said they'd. I mean, I wouldn't do it if.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not getting naked with Tom Ward and Angela Barnes. You know, I can't sit in a car with them afterwards.
Were they naked?
No, no one was naked. I think I would. Maybe I would be naked next time because I did feel weird being clothed. I'll say that much. But I'd say every single person at that festival were people that were so rich that they was the kind of like, you know, it's like there was nothing left to do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like clearly they have like a dinner party every week, and then at the dinner party they're just trying to all out interesting. They're trying to make themselves interesting to everyone else at the table. The feeling there was that they were just doing it so they could say that we do this nudist festival because there was nothing there for them, absolutely nothing to do.
Yeah.
What? No activities or anything?
There was
Just
two
volleyball and stuff?
activities. There was the comedy,
Yeah.
but that only started at like 7 o'clock as per normal.
Yeah.
I got there a bit earlier. The only thing to do other than that was karaoke. So they were just naked people. And the karaoke was bad. Like
No,
it was one
like-
of the worst karaoke I'd seen. It was you know middle of the day in a tent,
Yeah.
5
Yeah.
o'clock. Do you know what I mean? Like what the fuck? What like? Geez, watch television.
Naked karaoke.
Are they wearing shoes?
Yeah, they're wearing shoes.
That's fucking...
That's
what a
just
cop-out.
What shoes and nothing
Fuck
else?
off.
They were wearing shoes, and they had it was raining as well, so they were wearing ponchos, but
See-through
the
ones.
see-through ones,
Yeah.
so you could still see the
You
peens.
can't, if you're going to be a, what they call nudist,
Naturist.
Naturists.
if you're going to be a naturist, you can't fucking... You can't, like, that's...
You can't pick and choose the
That's
things from
the whole
nature you
thing,
like.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, you can't be like, oh, it's raining, I'll wear a poncho. No, that's the deal. That's surely the deal. Oh, my feet are uncomfy. Well,
think
bad luck,
even-
you're a fucking naturist. You don't get to wear fucking, like, hiking shoes.
Yeah.
And, that like, it's so... If you want the natural experience, then that's... Surely that's not what you're doing.
I think
you just
even-
want... You
Otherwise-
knob out.
Otherwise, just get like a plastic overall with a cutout for the groin.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's basically what they want. Is
That's
if
what they
like,
want.
Yeah.
I think it's pushing it to even have a tent or a pizza oven. Do
A
you know
comedy
those?
fest, a rave, a
Yeah.
karaoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have done like croquet or something like that. You'd have thought that's what they do.
Yeah, croquet,
ball.
but croquet with a stick you've got off a tree, and the ball is like a pine cone.
I think they're all pervs. They want to live in a big mansion house and just walk around it naked.
Yeah,
Do it. Fine, do it if you want.
Yeah, exactly. But don't be like,
Don't make Hugh come and
it's
play
not nature.
songs
It's not
at you.
naturist. It's
yeah, they didn't like me at all.
Was it well paid?
Yeah, it was well paid.
Oh, I keep doing it then.
Yeah.
yeah, do it.
Well, they said they were very rich. They're all very rich
They
there.
kept saying they're very rich.
No, I just got a sense of it. You know, I spoke to a few in the crowd.
Did you ask them if you could have some money?
Well, they sort of. No, I was getting paid, so
What kind of cars in the car park?
all stripped away, all completely naked.
Just shells.
Flintstones cars, yeah.
Yeah. That's why they have the shoes on, because of the feet, because they're using the feet to make the car move.
Bear. Fuck me. Yeah, that sounds.
It was
the worst
after a
thing.
while though. I did sort of understand. After a while, it's like you see the first when you when you're driving into like a festival or whatever it is, and then there's someone at the gates. So the first person at the gates is completely naked. That is trippy. You're like, oh my god, this is with a clipboard. You're like, this is mad.
Right.
And then you get in a bit more, and you're in the car park. There's people walking in the car park. A few more naked people. You're like, this is quite weird. Once you get in, you're like, oh, it is quite. Oh, it's yeah. People are just chilling. No one's looking at anything. You know, you expect everyone's having a look. Because I'd be like, what do you think? But they're really just. But they're really.
Yeah.
But they're really just talking about what everyone got for lunch and stuff.
Are none of them wearing sunglasses?
Yeah, a couple of them wearing sunglasses.
Oh,
yeah.
they're probably looking at everything then.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah.
Yeah, everyone wearing sunglasses. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the Panopticon, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Jeremy
Sunil,
Bentham's Panopticon.
it's exactly like the Panopticon. You're right. Who was it that came up with the Panopticon?
Bentham.
Bentham, yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. That's what Bentham was talking about.
Yeah, he was.
Tell you what, they should strip him naked in UCL. They should get his stuffed corpse and strip it naked, just like the Panopticon, just like you're talking about. They should do the naked corpse of Jeremy Bentham at the Nudist Festival. See how they really like it.
Shout out Jeremy Bentham, of course, founder of UCL.
It wasn't even a celebration of
That
of
Just-
being
it was just
naked.
shout out
They were
Jeremy
just
Davis.
having a normal time.
This is not a utilitarian podcast. Carry on.
But I think it's
triggered.
weird to be at a festival and it's like no one was talking about it. Do you know what I mean? They were just like, you know, if you have a common interest and the interest is that thing, then surely you're there to talk about that or to engage with it. They didn't like it when I said they were naked.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Every time I
You're naked.
screamed that they were perverts, they looked at me weird.
Did you call
Do
them
know what I mean?
perverts?
Yeah, I said this. You guys are weird.
Yeah.
I said you guys are weird. You need to be reprogrammed.
I think the other two acts there.
I didn't say that.
Didn't you? You told us something else about the Nudist Festival that was really interesting on like a really old episode, available in the archive at patreon.com/slamcountry for just £4 a month. What did you told us something about the festival? Was it something mad happened or something like that?
There was a couple of bad things that happened. There was someone was a fan of me, but I didn't want them to be a fan of me
Why not?
because I don't know, they were just really naked.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it's hard to have a serious
Yeah.
kind of, you know, talk to someone who's just completely naked. It's absolutely insane.
And, what was the other mad thing? Like you told us something about it. It was completely fucking bonkers, and we couldn't believe it.
The whole day was a bit of a blur, to be honest. I was kind of on a high because it was something. You know, sometimes you're doing a gig and you're like, I'll never do that. This is very strange.
Yeah.
There's no one with any. This is the first gig they're doing. No one has this shared experience apart from myself, Tom Ward, Angela Barnes, and Ben Valdeverde. You know what I mean? Like no one's ever performed comedy like this. This is fucking crazy. And I've performed in some places. You know,
Yeah.
Sweet Shop. I was racially abused in a sweet shop. Do you know what I mean? Doing a gig there, and I was like, doesn't even come close to the Sweet Shop.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, where was the sweet shop?
Sweet Shop was in Kent.
You went to
I was
Okay.
booked for a sweet shop.
All my homies hate Kent.
Man, I was in the garden of the sweet shop waiting to go on. Man sticks his head over the top and went, "Hello, Mr. Miyagi."
Oh, fuck me.
hell.
And I said, "Yes, it's me."
Just pops up and goes back down.
No, he popped up. I said, "Hello." He said, "Hello." I said, "Hello, it's Miss." And I said, "Yes, that's me." And he said, "Are you doing that gig in there?" And I said, "Yes." He says, "My friend Phil is in there. Can you give him a shout out?" And I said, "No, I won't." And he went, "Why not?" And I said,
Because you
"Because
called
you just
Mr.
racially
Miyagi,
abused
you
me."
mad
And he
cunt.
went, "Yeah, that's fair enough."
Jesus Christ.
Walked off.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sucks, man. I'm sorry
Yeah.
about that.
No, it's normal.
How old is he?
He was
That's
about
great.
mid-30s. I was at the
Jesus.
time. I was probably about 25.
Fuck Kent. Honestly, fuck
Yeah.
Kent. I hate Kent so much. It's almost unbelievable how
Kent
much I
is
hate it.
crazy. That's my spot in the UK. The area in which I cannot do well in gigs in. It's
Margate's the only place in Kent I've ever liked.
Oh yeah, Margate
Margate's
is
nice,
nice
yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
But
we've spent years.
Folkestone,
We've both spent years
Canterbury,
in Kent,
all these
Fuck
places.
though. You went to
Fuck
school in Kent. I
Canterbury.
went to uni there.
Yeah,
I went
But
to
but the gigging,
to
the
the double.
gigging
Oh, yeah,
there is
outside
an
of, like,
absolute.
yeah.
Did a
nightmare.
gig. I can't remember the last. I think that I did remember the last time I gigged in Canterbury. It's just awful, fucking dog shit.
One of the gigs I think in Folkestone was the worst gigs I've done. It's literally the worst gig of my whole life.
Yeah.
The things that happened at that gig were fucking. I don't know if I've spoken about this on the podcast, but so we get to the gig.
Well, this was recent, wasn't it?
No, this was like maybe 3 years ago.
Fine.
I get to the gig. Forgive me if I said this before. I mean, it seems I don't think I've said this before, but it feels weird that I've not said this story. So I get to the gig. It's on the top floor of like a hotel. It's like in the conference room of this hotel. So all the sides are glass panels, right? The room is it's not set up properly. The people working there like just don't know what they're doing. Like there's one guy there. He's like, so we just there's no music on. People just talking.
Yeah.
I'm already, sometimes you walk into a room, you're like, I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Yeah.
I just had a really bad feeling. Before I'm opening, I start to perform. MC's doing her absolute best, but it's nothing. She's gone over by 5 to try and get up. Nothing's happening. She brings me on. I go, maybe they're like material. That's never been true of any gig that I've ever been to, but I'm just willing it to be true.
Yeah.
I get on. Within 2 minutes, I can already start to see people starting to like literally hate me, like actual hate. And I was like, okay. At about the 4 minute mark,
Sorry, I just farted in my
Yeah,
throat.
sorry, I just
Yeah.
farted. Sorry, I've held my mic away.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
At about the 4 minute mark, a firework display goes off behind me.
Brilliant.
Everyone starts in the audience starts talking loudly, going, "Oh no, sorry, I forgot to mention before this." as I'm about to go on, right, the gig's about to start, an elderly couple, 4 elderly people come in the mat and they go, it's curry night. Where's our curry? Person there goes, not curry night. And he goes, we pay for curry night. And they check the details to go, oh, it is we have paid for curry night. All right, you sit there and we'll get you a curry. They're sitting down at the back, right, on a table. So all the chairs are just facing forward. They've set up a table at the back of the room. There are 4 people old people having a fucking curry, talking to each other as loudly as as loud as the loudest old people I've ever fucking come across. They're famously quiet, and suddenly, as soon as they've got a fucking bit of curry in them, they're talking, like, just screaming at each other across this table.
Fuck up. Yeah.
So I'm doing this gig, people are talking at the back, the fireworks display goes off, people in the gig are now starting to go like, oh my God, we've missed the fireworks display. I can't believe we've done that, right? They're just doing that. I know I'm not as good as fireworks on a good day. On a day in which I'm
Like that.
already bombing, I know that people are starting
hell.
to file out, like in a big way.
Yeah.
Some people are staying, I don't know why they're staying. People start to heckle me. Now, there are so many people heckling me, like it's getting to the point where it's like Glastonbury. You know, it's like people waiting for the Arctic Monkeys to come on, screaming. I say, I can't hear all you heckling. You've got to get in a line. So they form a line down the side, like it's Comic-Con, right? There's almost maybe 5 people in the audience now.
You get them to. That's really good to line up all your hecklers.
Yeah, and
that's
then
awesome.
they start to heckle me. It's one person comes, they're just saying shit, and they're just joining the back of the line again because they thought it's a new thing.
Yeah.
So there's a never-ending line of these people. One girl, I think she can't. I think she pushes in front. And she starts to say something about. I she's like, "You're fucking shit," whatever. The one guy goes, "Hey, he said, I've waited for I've been waiting in this queue for 3 minutes. How dare you push in front of me? You're a fucking bitch."
Yeah.
Right, he said that. Guy from the back of you goes, "That's my girlfriend, and you can't talk to her like that." And he goes, "I talk to that fucking bitch the way I want to fucking talk to her." They start having a full-on fight.
Fist fight.
Awesome. Yeah,
That's
whole
so sick.
crowd goes crazy. Like, people are now all fighting.
Brilliant.
I look at my watch. I still have 15 minutes left to go.
That's sick.
Yeah, and then
awesome.
There's the one guy in charge. I say in charge. He was there. He was a teenager working at the hotel. He comes up to me and goes, "I think it's best you go." He escorts me to the back of the venue. I leave via the fire exit.
Brilliant.
I go home.
Train
Well
home,
done.
right?
Great stuff.
Train strikes. No,
Yeah.
trains back.
Train's back.
Well,
Yeah.
what?
That was the worst gig I've ever done. I mean, it was like it's funny to talk about, but there's, sometimes after a gig, you're like, I really should be trying to get a wife.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
this is my Saturday.
But
I really
like-
should be with my other friends trying to get a wife and then maybe trying to buy a house, I guess.
What do we say about no happy endings?
No, but
Earlier on,
it's,
yeah.
No, but this is a long arc. It's a long...
No,
you know,
I mean the episode's over. Because we've got to record another one.
Oh,
right
okay,
now.
fine, yeah.
But even if you did have a wife, you'd probably still take that gig.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no,
yeah,
definitely,
absolutely.
yeah.
But then you get to go home to your
You
wife.
get to go home to a wife.
Yeah, and then you can
Yeah.
tell her about that. But what I had was quite a lonely evening.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Oh,
know.
I've been there, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had many lonely evenings together.
Yeah.
But someone could say that
But
we
we're not
weren't alone
not,
because
but we're not,
we were together.
We're not alone, but we were both
Yeah.
lonely.
Yeah,
We were lonely together.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sometimes you can be in a
Lonely
room with
in a
2 friends
crowd.
recording a podcast, and you can feel the loneliest
Just
you've ever
feel
been.
lonely.
Yeah. I was about to say the exact
Yeah.
same thing.
Sometimes
That's
you
so
can be at home
interesting.
listening to a podcast with 3 of your favourite podcasters, and you can still feel alone.
I
Do you
think I'm
feel?
loneliest probably in a crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah. Normally, people say that listening to podcasts is good because they feel like they're in the room with the other people. But like, honestly, I'm actually in the room with these guys, and I've never felt more isolated in my life. You
That's
know?
right.
I do feel sometimes like there's like a fundamental, like the last number in like the key code to unlock like a basic human interaction and like meaningful like connection with everybody around me is like something I don't know. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like there's just something fundamental about every conversation that I walk away not knowing, and it's like I'm banging on the door of society, like screaming "let me in," and I just don't have the mental. I lack something in a socializing way to get the most out of every friendship and interaction I have. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you don't have to get the most out of anything, do you, really?
Well, sounds like Sunil's got it as well.
Huh? Yeah, sorry, I was just looking at the 2 flies buzzing around our head.
Yeah. All right. Well,
sometimes even when there's 2 flies buzzing around your head, you can still feel completely
fucking
lonely.
man.
feel lonely.
Yeah.
What else is going on then?
No, that's the end. That's genuinely the end.
Huh?
That's genuinely the end.
What are you guys doing for the footy?
Don't know. What are you doing?
Staying in?
Watch it.
Nah.
Oh.
Nah, I'll watch it
Who
probably.
you got? Germany or Scotland?
I don't know.
Would you
There's
close the curtain, Sunil, in case someone on the outside tries to scream at you or something?
Why would they scream at me?
I don't know. Just but people get so riled up by these World Cups.
Oh, yeah.
Some,
Well, I don't
some,
watch
laugh,
it in a
some
pub.
laugh boys are out there watching it, aren't they? Good luck to them.
I
They're
don't
all
want-
out there in Scotland.
Oh,
In
yeah.
fucking Germany.
They're out there in Germany.
Yeah, they're watching the game,
Oh,
I think.
really?
Yeah.
Are they doing podcasts in stadium?
Don't know.
I can't watch any of the England matches out because the nationwide advert's on in the middle of the.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so true.
Yeah. it's
Would you
on
ever?
the sporting
I think we
ads.
should go. We should go with you to the pub, and then we can go. Look, it's
This
it's the guy from that's that fucking cunt that everyone hates.
yeah.
Maybe you're a good omen.
For England.
Yeah. England.
Did you say that was the end of the podcast?
Yeah, that genuinely.
Think-
Because we have to do another one and I want to fag.
Just quickly, just imagine how many people are still sort of racist football fans. Most people, it's kind of fine now, but there's still a lot of racist football fans out there. The amount of people
Oh, football fans?
furious,
Yeah.
yeah, but furious during the Euros when football's interrupted and then it's Sunil on the screen.
It's not
Can
just
you
me.
imagine how people furious at that? Well, no one's going to have a go at Dominic. No, Ray's not going to have a go at Dominic, are they?
No, I guess not.
Well, I don't think there would be. I think even the thickest would probably understand that, half time is the time for an ad break.
Yeah,
Because
I
it's not
guess
like
they're
it's not like the
watching
middle of the
TV
first
then.
half. They're just cutting to Snill's
No, but-
advert when
no,
a
but-
goal's about to be scored.
But it's a talking point to be like, you've finished the football and then afterwards you go, what do I talk? Back to factory settings. There's too many people on TV of a different ethnicity to me. That's the next thing,
Summer's a write-off then, is it, for me?
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
stay in.
Probably stay indoors, man.
I was
Yeah.
walking down the street the other day with a little coffee,
Yeah,
and a man just walks up to me and said, "Seen you on telly," and then walked off.
Yeah,
Awesome.
nice.
awesome.
My dad said to me the other day, he went.
Seen you on telly and walked off.
He said that he was in the park and he saw some young people carrying their coffees, and he went, "Look at these people, virtue signalling." And I was like,
Brilliant.
"Do you know what that means?" And he went, "Yeah."
Brilliant.
I went, "You don't."
Your parents are so awesome.
Yeah.
My
yeah.
dad saw a queue of people outside a club and just went, "Fucking idiots," and drove off.
Love that. I love that. I love that stuff. I love
good
seeing
stuff.
old people get angry about
Yeah.
stuff like that.
What are you
in public.
queuing up for, you fucking morons?
You stupid cunts.
All right.
All right, bye everyone.
Bye,
everyone.
Patreon,
Bye,
bye,
thanks.
bye, bye. See you next
Thank
week.
you.
Bye, bye,
Bye,
bye,
bye.
bye.